Hi everyone. Hey, I am so sorry about that last video. I had all the settings the same as what I've always set them at, and I don't know why it was echoing so bad. So let's hope this one is a lot better, okay? So let's start over. I'm so sorry about that, but I wanted to show you a new way to use this flag banner border punch. Um, Now, it came out last year for 4th of July. And that's what I've used it for. But I thought there's got to be a different way to be able to use this. So I came up with one. So let's switch over to my desktop and I will show you what we did. Okay, so here's the borders. And I'll get to those in just a minute. What I want to do is show you the new items that are coming out on Monday from Creative Memories. We have our new Nordic Winter items coming out. And this does not show the colors very well. Not quite sure why. Um, but they are greens and browns and beiges and really, really pretty winter colors. So there's the paper pack, there's the stickers. Let's see if I can show you the stickers. There's there's the paper pack, there's the stickers, there's the matte pack, and there is new punches. There's a new border punch. This one is called the Snow Capped Mountains Border Punch and the Tree Line Border Maker cartridge. Now, we have had a couple of other snow mountains come out. One was in 21, one was in 19. Those have been discontinued. So now you have a chance to get this one. And the Tree Line Border Maker cartridge, we had one similar to this quite a while ago, but it's been out of stock for a very long time. So I'm excited that this has come back. And these have been designed to be used together. So you can see in this photo how they were layered. Um, and then there's some really super pretty embellishments. And these embellishments are all embossed, so they'll stand out on your page really well. They're super cute. And there's also our new Called to Serve collection. And this is amazing. This has a new album cover with the blue stripes and stars on it. It has the Called to Serve paper pack with again, I'm sorry, the colors are not very good on this. And then there's a sticker pack. And then there's also, and this is kind of what I've been telling you guys about, um, you can purchase and download the program that has all of the paper and stickers and the embellishments in the various collections that we have. And then you can do print them out from your printer. You can upload them to your design space with Cricut and print out as many as you want, and you can make them different sizes too. So if they're really small stickers, you can make them a lot bigger and stuff. And so this is also offered in this collection. Okay, let's get started on this border. So this is a kind of a combination. These are um, oh, what are those called? Bedazzled. This bedazzled papers. This is the bedazzled geometrics. And then this is from the Sunflower Fields paper pack. This one is again from the bedazzled. All of these are from the bedazzled paper pack. And this one was done with the stars. I don't know if you can see it very well. Um, but there were stars on this paper. But I just love the color because the color, this blue and this red matched really well with the colors in these. So I used out of the bedazzled geometric paper pack. I used a couple of sheets out of here. I used paper out of the Autumn Harvest paper pack, which I've used before. And then I also used paper out of the Sunflower Fields paper pack and the embellishments. out of this collection. So I used several different paper packs, but the colors of the bedazzled went really well with these paper packs. So I just wanted to show you how that works. Okay, so on this punch, to get the different sizes, I used the same little pieces of cardstock. This is a 1/2 inch. Wow, for some reason my camera is not showing this very well. This is a 1/2 inch piece of cardboard. This is a 3/8 inch piece of cardboard. So to cut these, I used the various sizes of cardboard so that the paper didn't go all the way back up against this here, back, against here. So it stopped, and that gave us the different shapes and sizes. So this one, I used the 1/2 inch cardboard. So this is actually quite large. Um, and so it didn't show any of the separation like this one does. This was done with a 3/8 piece of cardboard. This one was done with the half. So you can see the difference. I'm sorry, this was done with the half. You can see the difference in the sizes of what it actually does when you put these together. Okay, so I'm going to move these over so you can still see them. But I'm going to take this piece of scrap. I really like the color in this one. It's red with kind of lighter red dots on it. And I'm going to score this at 1 inch. Now this is a pretty small piece. In fact, I think this is just a 2 inch piece. So I'm going to score this in half. So I'm using my scoring blade. I took out the straight blade and I put in the scoring blade. So I'm going to run this up and down a couple of times. I need to make sure this is straight. Okay. But I don't want to press too hard because I don't want this to go through the paper. I just want to be able to hold it. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it on that score line. And it makes this piece pretty small. So it's going to be kind of hard to see it in this punch. But the trick here, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of repositionable adhesive on this to help hold it down so it doesn't get stuck in my punch, which it tends to do. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little trick and I'm going to use a Post-it note. And I'm going to put that Post-it note right, right on the end of the paper. So by doing that, it's going to allow me to see where the end of that paper actually is. So I can line it up with that line. But because it was so small originally, I wasn't going to be able to see that. So I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to line the paper up with that black line in the front. And it's going to stop at the 3/8 part of this piece of cardboard. Now I just cut up pieces that was left in the matte card packs. Excuse me. Um, they don't have to be very big, but I did want them to be thicker than just a regular sheet of paper because in that way it stopped the regular paper better. Okay, so I'm going to make the first punch here and I'm going to slide it over and I'm going to line it up with the blue marks here. I'm covering the blue completely on this side. And I know you guys have pretty much probably seen this technique, but as long as you cover up all the blue over here, you know that it's going to be cutting properly. And this is pushed back against that piece of cardboard. Okay, so I will just continue to do that on across. Okay, now this last piece is a little tricky. You need to make sure that you pull it straight across as you can and line it up with this line. And pinch it again. Because that last piece is a little tricky. If it's not straight, it's not going to punch it straight. So then you open it up. And doesn't that look cool? Oh, sorry, the Post-it note's still on here. Okay, the remnants of the Post-it note. Okay, so see how that makes a really cool cut? And you can use this for just about anything. It's a real generic type of a look. You can use it with many different types of papers or collections of papers. Okay, so I've got that piece cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut some regular pieces, just normal, because I want these to match behind the piece that I just cut. So I want them to stand out over here like this. So if I just cut two regular pieces, I took the pieces cardboard out, and there again, I'm lining this up with the line on that left side. And I push this all the way back against the back. And this will just cut one normal piece. And I'm going to need two of these. So I'm just going to cut these. Okay, there's one, and I need one more. So you can see you guys don't have to use full sheets of papers on these. You can go ahead and just find some scraps in whatever collection you have and mix and match the collections. Pull the colors out, take a look at them, and see how they match. I didn't realize that the bedazzled was actually going to go good with a couple of different fall papers, but it goes really well. It's really pretty. Uh, Okay, and there's those two. Now, the last piece that I'm going to cut, I'm going to use with the decorative trimmer. Um, so I'm going to line this up, and I want to use this large, the wavier piece, okay? And to measure this, I just open this up and I put the paper at the very end, this very last line right here, very last indent. Oh, my camera's just not focused. There you go. See that very last indent right there? That's what I'm going to line the paper up with. And I'm going to center it on here. So when I put this down, you can see that I've got it centered from the top and from the bottom right there. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this piece. And then I'm done with my cutting. So now I can go ahead and adhere them together. So I'm going to take this one, the full piece, put some repositionable adhesive on it. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere them to these. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I want it sticking out maybe 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to set that up right there. Bring it all the way down. And adhere it down to that piece. And I'm going to do the same with this side. Just have this sticking out a little bit. Like an eighth of an inch, I think, is all it is. Adhere it down. And then you've got that matted really nice. It really shows up really well. And what I love about this paper right here is it's got the gold foil stripes on it. So it really makes it sparkle. Okay, now I'm going to adhere this one down to the yellow sunflower paper. And here I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to center it on here. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a few embellishments. These were the ones I was talking about where I downloaded them with purchasing the program, then uploaded them to my Cricut. And then I was able to make these with just print and cut on my printer and the Cricut. And I was able to make several of these. So now I can make several borders without having to buy multiple packs um, of the embellishment packs or stickers. Okay, so I'm going to stick this right here. Stick this one up on the top right here. And then we're going to put sunflower fields right in the middle here. Okay, so to add this to a page, we can go ahead, pull out a full sheet of paper, and then just put it on the side of the border of the page. See how that looks really nice? It just stands out on this page. And then you can, if you want, you can add one of the mat cards, add it to your page, and then you can go ahead and add a few photos. You can add more photos if they're smaller, but there's a couple of photos for you. Or you can even take this mat card and you can mat it with the larger one. This is a 4x6, and this is a 4.5 by 6.5. So if you wanted to adhere that down, then it just adds a little bit of extra color to your page. And see, doesn't that look really nice? The other thing is, if you want, you can just add a journaling box. So what I want you guys to remember is it's fun adding these borders. It's fun adding the extra stickers and stuff to them. But the only thing you really need to scrapbook are your photos and your journaling. So I like having these using the mat cards because then it helps remind me to put journaling on these pages and talk about the who, what, when, where that are in your photos because that's going to really become important as the years go by. You may not see somebody for quite a while and you may not remember their name, but then that way you can remember what their names were and what you were doing and where you were. So that's really important. Okay. The other thing you can do if you want a lighter background is switch this out. This paper is from the Autumn Harvest. The brown one was actually from the Sunflower Fields. Okay, so you can put this border on here, and it looks pretty good. It sort of blends in, and because it sort of blends in, what you can do is you can add a mat to this sunflower paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take another sheet of paper, and I'm going to pull out this trimmer again, and I'm going to cut a piece with this darker star paper from the bedazzled. And I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to pull it all the way out to the end of this trimmer. Where the other one was on that one last line, this one's all the way to the end. And make sure it's straight. This. And then you can go ahead and mat it, your original piece with this. And having the darker color makes it stand out so much more on this page. So see how that goes? So then you can add other photos. And again, if you want, you can add a journaling card. This one will go this way as well. And there you go. You have your page all done. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is this one was done with vellum. This is the vellum out of the Autumn Harvest vellum paper pack. And I used the one that was the 1/2 inch underneath it. So the smaller 1/2 inch one is underneath this vellum piece. But doesn't that look nice? That just is so pretty. You can add that to your page. This one using the entire bedazzled, you could add that. If you wanted something that matched the wood type grain a little better, you could have used this one. Cut this one with the wood. And then that blends really well as well. So there's lots of different things you can do with this, lots of different collections. It doesn't look like a 4th of July banner anymore, does it? It looks something completely different, and you add your embellishments, and it just adds that extra decoration to your page. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm so sorry that other video was so echoey. Just want to remind you to, if you haven't done that yet, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell. It'll let you know when my videos come out, because unfortunately, lately I haven't been real consistent. I've I had 2 weekends of Croptoberfest in a row, and then yeah, I do. I work full time, so I've been busy working full time during the week. And then my cousin has had heart surgery, so I was seeing her during the last few evenings after work. So I was finally able to fit this video in, and I was so excited. So let me know how you like it. Let me know what you think. And if you want to join my Facebook group called Let's Scrapbook with Deanne, just go on there, and I try to add a little bit more enhancements of things, some updates, some things to think about, and I'm just getting that started up and going. So hang in there with me. I'm working on that. And if you have any suggestions, things you want to see, post that in there too, and just I can work around that. And if you don't have an advisor, I will give you my website here, but I would appreciate you contacting your advisor if there's any of the products that I showed you that you really like, because I'm sure she works really hard for you, and she deserves your loyalty. But if you don't have an advisor, I would be happy to help you out. So here's the website. Okay, so thank you very much. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you guys next time. All right, thanks. Bye.